a first little tutorial on Logic, and obviously we're here to learn you the basics of Logic right now. Obviously the microphone is plugged in because I'm new to all of this, but just give me some time and I'll get the Rode T1A up and running, and then you'll be able to hear me a little bit more better. Basically what I just want to learn you guys is today is the basics of Logic. We're learning the basics of Logic today. So this is your BPM, tempo. Tempo basically means how fast your beat's going to be. So if I put this up to 200, it's going to be very fast. Look, if you hear by the click, it's so fast. But if I put this down to 70, it's so slow. So obviously most people normally do it around this speed. I'd say within drill 135 to 140, in trap I'd say to like 105 to 115, and in old school I'd say to like 90 BPM to 85 BPM from what I've done so far. So let's stop that click because it's kind of fucking annoying. Alright, and then we go here. Right, so these are your loops, your basic standard loops in Logic Pro. You go here, instrument, and you have drums, piano, guitar, strings, kits, you know, like anything you really need, organ, bass. If you go here, this is where you can find all your instruments. So to say if now I type in 808, we click to the bottom, we go to flex, if I can find it, flex. Right, so now the main people wonder about on Logic is, why can't I open the keyboard? I get this all the time. How can I get into the keyboard? I can't even use the keyboard. It's easy, it's right. So this is basically how you open the keyboard. So you press Command K. Command K. See, the keyboard comes up. Right. So now we're gonna go down an octave. Octave basically means lower pitch, higher pitch. So look, you can do shit like that, hi-hat. You know what I mean, stuff like that. You can do your bass, you can do anything you like. Also have this, so this is how the beat hits, so it can be in fours. So obviously if you listen closely, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can change it here to going 5, so it should do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get me? So now if I put it back to 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You should understand that by now. You also have, so to say if I go on Splice, this is where you get all like your loop samples and stuff like that. If I just bring this in randomly, right? When I do this, see how it's going faster now? If I go right here, it's going slower. Do you get that? So that's what basically BPM means. So obviously you can also, I'm going to learn you other things like to do with samplers in the next video. This goes in, so what I want you all to do is watch this first video, come back to it. Remember, this is like the basic Logic. So this is your BPM and tempo. This is how it hits, so if it goes in fours, if it goes in a fifth, if it goes in a 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc, etc. You could also turn the click off, because I do not really prefer the click on, but it is better for when you're doing vocals and things like this. So like when you're rapping in the booth and you're doing vocals, I would suggest having the clicker on. Myself personally, I don't really like listening to my own voice when I'm rapping, so I turn that off in the settings on the microphone. But yeah, that's really about it. And also one main thing I actually have forgotten. So if you go here, obviously you can turn it down from here, but what I seem to prefer more is if you do it here, you put it down to 6, and then you can mess with that now to make it a bit lower, or to see how you want to sound it and stuff like this. Transpose things. So this basically means if it's going up or down, so it's makes it in a high pitch, and that basically makes it go in a low pitch. Also, yeah, when you type in things in on this, so Command K, and if I just press record really quick, so like that. If you just go here, what I want you guys to do is highlight what you've just done, press Command A and Q, and that basically hits them straight into time. So now you will hear it in time. Yeah, if you understand that. So yeah, this is just a quick tutorial on how to use Logic really quick. Obviously you have here as well, this is the main thing I'm forgetting about, your scissors to cut things, your text tool, your eraser, your pointer tool, your fader tool, flex tool. See, this is where this gets in when you're flexing things. This is something we'll go in with sampling and stuff like this because this is very hard to do. Really quick, I kind of forgot a few little things. So if you go and press X for me, guys, this should load up. So obviously this is also where it comes into vocals, EQs. This is where it gets a little bit harder, which I'll get more into. But if you go here and you go to like your EQs, this is what your EQ should look like. And I honestly put it on stereo, I'm pretty sure it is. And then obviously your EQs here, you can do all your stuff, you know what I mean? Your high end, you know. And then you can go here, you have your compressors, you have your chroma verb. This is something which I use for like my bassline beats, yeah, if I can find it. M1 Korg, it's basically an organ, it's basically for house music and stuff like this. So if you're into your bassline, you like your parties, you like making your bassline, your techno music, also use this app, Splice, it's very good. But I'd also like to show you this, this plugin, it is absolutely amazing. So what you do is, I obviously just explained this, but the video corrupted. So what I want you to do is, this should be at 50 and this should be at 50, but I want you to turn this all the way down. And to find this, what you've got to do is you've got to go on organ, and it should be there. You click on it, it should come up like this. You put this all the way down, you put this one all the way up, and then we go here, and then it should make a bassline effect. You get what I mean? So you can add your hi-hats, you can add your drums, you can add your kicks afterwards, and then it comes into one, and now you've got an absolute banger there, mush, you get me? So that's what I just wanted to really show you really quick. This is the first ever video I've ever made, ever made. I put time into this, so please, everyone, please go subscribe, please share, please like, and yeah, I'll see you next time for my videos. Peace in a bit, cuz.